Yo, what is up? It's ChrisXtophers, and in today's video we have the long-awaited BeetleJuice guide. And in today's guide, we're going to be going over, of course, BeetleJuice's moveset. I'm going to give you some beginner combos to kind of get you started, and then we're going to talk about moving into his advanced combos, so make sure you stay tuned for all of it. But I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for basically hitting 3,000 subscribers. We are almost there. I believe we're like 20 subs away, which is absolutely crazy because almost 4 months ago I didn't even have 1,000. And about today's video, I couldn't be more excited to share all of my BeetleJuice knowledge with y'all because he's one of the most uncommon characters out there. I mean, you don't see BeetleJuice in competitive, you don't really see him in casual, you don't even see him in ranked. And recently I feel like I've been the only person labbing this character and the only person playing tournaments with BeetleJuice. So the fact that I'm able to kind of just sit here and share my knowledge with y'all, hopefully one of y'all can pick up this knowledge I'm telling you and man, go win a tournament with this character. But with all that said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I have a LeBron guide dropping later this week, but let's jump straight into the lab so I can get this guide started. Alright, so here we are in the lab with BeetleJuice. I got my controller at the bottom just in case you need to kind of see my inputs to help you with some of the combos. But first things first, what I wanted to talk to y'all about before we even get into any of the combos was BeetleJuice's goal as a character. And before we start, I kind of want to compare him to Harley. If you've ever played Harley Quinn, you know, a projectile-based assassin, you're going to feel right at home with BeetleJuice. A lot of people compare him to Joker because they have the same exact dodge and they kind of look the same, but I promise they play nothing like each other. He plays more like Harley Quinn than any other character in the game. If you had to compare BeetleJuice to somebody, he plays like Harley. And his goal as a character, as an assassin, is to find ways to kind of ladder your opponent, bring them out off of the top. And he has a couple things to help him doing that. You know, he's got projectiles to help him with damage and zoning, just in case he needs to kind of play a little safe. You have this Beetle. You can zone and sit back here. He has a get off me tool with his scream, and most of your kills are going to be off the top with BeetleJuice. You know, you have a really high hitting up B with your double up B, and you have a really fast up air to kind of help you find these ladders off the top. You know, now that we compared him to Harley and kind of gave you how your brain should be thinking when you're playing him, let's go over his moveset. All right, so a quick rundown of BeetleJuice's moveset. He obviously has a really fast jab. He has one of the faster jabs in the game. It's really good for dodge jabbing, even though they did just kind of tone back dodges on the ground in general. BeetleJuice still has a very strong dodge jab. Look how far away I can kind of just dodge and jab at my opponent. Basically from all the way over here, I'm kind of just dash dancing, bam, I'm on top of you. And his jab is a 1, 2, 3 hit, but for the most part we're never going to be using the third hit really ever. And for his down tilt, he has a stomp. And shout out my boy Ajax on the dev team, because when BeetleJuice first dropped, I'm sure some of y'all know this looks different. When BeetleJuice first dropped, his down tilt sent directly upwards. There was no ground bounce. And Ajax came by my stream and basically asked me, hey Chris, what BeetleJuice buffs do you think would help him a lot? And I said, hey Ajax, this down tilt sucks. So now down tilt bounces off of the floor. And we'll get into it later, but obviously you can confirm this off of jab to kind of get a combo going. But this move also can be charged. You're never really going to charge this move though, but it does break armor just in case you're fighting a Jason or a Wonder Woman or really anybody with armor. You can kind of dash at them and down tilt, snap their armor in half and get a combo started. His other ground normals are up tilt. He has this giant punching bag, and this is BeetleJuice's best move in my opinion. You can charge it up. You don't really ever need to charge it up, but you can. And this is one of the most disjointed moves in the game. And if you don't know what a disjoint is, basically the entirety of this boxing glove has no hurt box on it. It is only a hitbox, so it'll beat a lot of moves like Steven neutral air. I know people hate Steven. This character comes in and tries to neutral air on top of you, and no character has a way to deal with it. Well, BeetleJuice is one of the only characters with a up tilt that is fast enough and disjointed enough to where you can up tilt Steven out of his nair. And if any character's trying to down air on you, this up tilt is just going to destroy them. All right, let's get into his grounded specials. For his down special, he has a bomb that you can kind of charge and walk with. And one thing that most people don't know about the bomb, besides the fact that you can throw it off stage like this to kind of edge guard and pressure your opponent, is that the fuse itself actually has a hitbox. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. If I walk past, if it'll let me, if I can walk past my Shaggy here and kind of get this fuse to hit him, I promise the fuse does actually have a hitbox. So let's see if we can get the bomb actually behind him. Bam. So as you can see, the fuse has an actual hitbox, and you can use that for a various of different things. Did you see how it kind of knocked him up in the air like that? One of my favorite things to do as BeetleJuice is kind of sit behind my bomb and charge my Scream like this, right? And we'll get into Scream later in the move. But the fuse will actually hit them and knock them up, and if it does, you can get a Scream on them, or it'll just knock them into the bomb. But there's a lot of people out there that don't know that the actual fuse of the bomb actually has a hitbox. And you can knock them into Scream, or you can start a combo with up tilt, or you can even down air them into the bomb. And we'll get into all that later, but I just wanted to go ahead and tell you all that the fuse itself does have a hitbox, and you should be using it. One thing I forgot to mention for BeetleJuice's normal attacks is his neutral attack. This move also does break armor, but we are never really going to be using this. Down tilt is just a faster option. It's a better option. And on the ledge, you have a plethora of kill options, so you don't really need to fully charge a neutral attack, but it is there if you need it. So now that we talked about down special, let's get into side special. So his grounded side special looks like this. It looks kind of crazy. And you can charge this move up. And if you hit somebody with this move, it will absolutely explode them. If it's fully charged, it'll kill around 90% if you have a fully charged side special. But I wouldn't really recommend ever fully charging it unless you are super confident or you have a stock lead, because this move is very punishable. And last but not least, for his specials, he has a Beetle. You can kick this Beetle out, and if you are rocking the signature perk of Beetle, the Angry Bug perk, I call it the Beetle perk, what happens is the Beetle will actually stay on screen. So let me show you what I mean by that. He stays on screen, and if I were to hit my opponent, here comes this Beetle that hits them. He does about 5 damage. And one of the craziest things is, as you can see, I'm rocking static and ignite for my perks right now. Let's see how much damage this this Beetle does, right? So let's get the Beetle to hit him. Now let's see how much damage that just did. I mean, are you witnessing this damage? The Beetle itself just did 7. You see that at the bottom? 7.9 damage, but look what he's at. 32%, all because I'm rocking the Angry Beetle perk, static, and ignite. Beetle is going to be your main damage dealer in most matchups. You can kind of sit here and charge your static behind bomb. If you want to rock static, I personally think it's worth it. But you can kind of just get your Beetle out, get a hit. Beetle's going to hit him. You get a combo. And as you can see, it just does so much damage. And his neutral special is obviously Scream. This move is heavily underutilized by a lot of the BeetleJuices that I see. Also, this move does break armor, just like down tilt and neutral attack. Scream also breaks armor, and it's going to be our main way of dealing with armor. And this move has an insane knockback. Grounded, as you can see, it almost killed him on 50. And the aerial version actually does have less knockback, as you see, but this move still can be used to kill. But the grounded version will kill a bit earlier. Like that. It just kind of explodes people. And I believe that's it for his moveset, unless I'm missing something. Oh, no. All right, so let's get into his aerials really quickly. I'm going to kind of skim over these, because in the combos, you're going to be using these aerials. But he has a down air that looks like this. It is a very just disjointed down air. His forward air is also very disjointed. And as you can tell, like I've been saying for BeetleJuice, he has a lot of disjointed moves that kind of, you can hit your opponent from really far away. He has very forgiving hitboxes, and it helps him find ring outs off the top. But this is his forward air. Like I said, a giant punching bag, down air, neutral air. This move is a multi-hit. And you can use this to kind of land on your opponent and get a combo. And last but not least, BeetleJuice's up air. Now, BeetleJuice does have a bit of a weak up air, but it's for a valid reason, because this move is really fast, and it's not very uncommon that you will get 5, 6, 7 up airs in one combo to finish them. Pause. But yeah, this is up air. And I believe the last thing in his moveset is his aerial specials. We're going to start with door. Aerial down special, I call it door. Some people call it worm. But for today's guy, we're going to be calling this door because he pops the door open. And this move is probably BeetleJuice's best button besides up tilt. This move has absolutely 0 cooldown on it. Ajax, if you're watching this, please don't put a cooldown on it. But as you can see, this move is kind of insane. You can just pop your opponent in the air, no cooldown. And one of the best things about this move is the current meta that we're in is jab versus. Everybody's going to be trying to jab at you and dodge jab. Well, guess what beats most dodge jabs is actually a jump. So if somebody's coming at you and they dodge jab, pop a door on them. And this move can be used as a combo starter. You can get a lot of things out of it. We'll talk about that later. And it is classified as a projectile, so it actually will ignite if you're rocking the ignite like you should be. It is classified as a projectile, funny enough. And his aerial side special, basically the same thing as the grounded version, except he swings off of a beetle. So instead of trying to eat the beetle, which is disgusting, he swings off of the beetle. And this move has a sweet spot on his toes, just like that. If you hear that noise, that is the sweet spot. And if you do not hear that noise, it's going to send upwards. But if you get the sweet spot, it's going to send super far horizontally, and it's going to be really, 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 really good for killing off of the sides. And last air special move is actually his up special. A lot of people sleep on this move when BeetleJuice first came out, saying that this move is way too slow and needs speed buffs. But I think this move is actually perfect. What you're going to be using your up special for mainly is like reading a dodge. So if I do something like this, you wait for the dodge and get something like that. You kind of want to delay your up B a little bit. But the funny thing about his up B is if I have a Beetle on stage with the Beetle perk, or if I'm not rocking the Beetle perk and I'm rocking, let's just say stun, for example, and I hit them with my Beetle, you see how he turns into a backpack? Well, that's because I can now double up B if I have a Beetle backpack. So yeah, this can be used to kind of kill your opponent very easily. You know, you can zigzag this way in case you miss the first hit, or you could just do 2 of them directly upwards and kind of just find a really early ring out. And you can also get this with the Angry Beetle perk. I believe it's a bug, so if you're watching this and it's removed, I'm sorry, but as of today, when I'm recording this, you still can get the double up B with the Angry Beetle perk. All you have to do is get a Beetle on stage and use your up B. That's it. He just has to be on stage somewhere, so maybe like over there, then we get our double up B. But that is it for BeetleJuice's moveset. So let's get into some of these beginner combos. So obviously BeetleJuice, most of his combos are going to be coming from his jab. And thankfully for us, BeetleJuice, like I said earlier, has one of the fastest jabs in the game. So kind of dashing at your opponent and getting a jab is really easy. Wait. I forgot to tell you about my favorite BeetleJuice move, the dash attack. I almost forgot. This move also has a funny property. I know it doesn't look like it on when you're just looking at it. This move deletes projectiles. So let's say Shaggy was throwing a sandwich at me right now. I don't believe I can make him do that in the lab. So yeah, no, I can't make him throw a sandwich at me, unfortunately. But if I could, the dash attack would beat the sandwich. It also beats projectiles like Morty Grenade, LeBron Basketball, Tom and Jerry Tennis Balls. Projectiles like that, dash attack will actually beat it. And this move is actually a really good kill option on the ledge. And if you do connect a successful dash attack, you can actually dash out of it. So if I miss, excuse me, if I miss, see how I can't dash instantly? But if I connect it, I can dash instantly out of it and go for a jab or go for really whatever I want. Another dash attack. You can kind of mix it up and go for whatever you want. But I almost forgot to tell you about my favorite move. But like I was saying, let's get straight into the combos. And his main combo starter is actually going to be jab. And you can get certain strings like this, you know, jab, jab, jab. But like I told you earlier, we're never going to be using jab 3 because we can do jab, jab, down tilt. So shout out Ajax for fixing down tilt. And jab 1-2 down tilt. You can also do jab 1-2 up tilt. You can also do jab 1-2 Beetle. No matter what perk you're rocking, jab, jab, Beetle will work. And you know how I just told you to do jab, jab, down tilt and jab, jab, up tilt? Well, you can actually string those two together, kind of like this. 24 damage, 7-hit combo. Pretty insane. And it carries your opponent really far. You can also do jab, jab, down tilt into jab, jab, down tilt and get a tech read left or right. I can kind of show you what that'll look like right now. Let me set the bot to dodge after hit stun, and we'll try to see if we can read his tech. So he techs this way. This is pretty corny. But you can kind of keep this going back and forth forever if you're reading and guessing correctly. But one of the other combos you can get out of his jab is just normal jab down tilt. One jab down tilt. This is going to give you different routes, and this is why I would consider BeetleJuice a hard character. Is jab, jab, down tilt is going to give you different routes than jab down tilt will. You see how I'm a lot closer to my opponent compared to here. Well, it's actually going to give me different routes. I don't know if I'll be able to get it first try, but you can combo jab down tilt into door. I promise I'm not lying to you. You can get it to be a full 4-hit combo, but for the purpose of this guide, I'm not really going to sit here and try to fish for it. It's really hard to get the timing, but it does work. And it's just an example that jab 1 down tilt will give you different combos than just jab, jab, down tilt, because door will never work after that as a true combo, but it will always work for the most part after jab 1 down tilt at low percents. And like I just told you, jab 1 down tilt gives you different routes. You can also go into side special. Let me see what percent he has to be at real quick. I believe he has to be at a little bit of a higher percent, just like that. So around 60%, you could just do jab 1 down tilt side special and find a combo on your opponent. It's a really, really funny area. He has to be like exactly 50 or 60. It's not really a combo we're going to be using a lot, but it is possible to get the jab 1 into the side special. So one thing I actually just figured out in the lab, this isn't a combo I use very often. You have to be as close to your opponent as possible for this to actually work. So if you actually space your jab out really far, it's not going to work. Like from here, I was kind of dropping it. Obviously I cut the video so you didn't know, but I've been in the lab for about 10 minutes trying to figure out how to get this more consistent for y'all guys. You have to be as close to your opponent as possible. So if I get really, really, really close to him, this route actually will work. But if I space it a little incorrectly, it's not going to work. But if I get really up close to him, it'll stay true. And after side special, you can kind of get forward air, or you can try to get another side special as a read, but nothing really is going to be true after it. So that's why I don't really use this route, but it is possible. And I just wanted to tell you on the guide, just in case you wanted to kind of get a little side special happy on stage, you can go into it after jab 1 down tilt. And for his aerial combos, if you want to take them in the air, there's about 2 ways to do so. You can either go off of door, like I just said earlier in the guide, that door is a phenomenal combo starter. So door will combo into side special. Door will also combo into up special. Door will also combo into just up air. Door will also combo into forward air. Door is the main button I use. If you watch my streams or you watch me play BeetleJuice, I throw this button out a lot. Whenever it's time to juggle, this button comes out. This button is really insane. It's probably my favorite combo starter on him. And if I have to take somebody vertically, I am most of the time just using this button. And the other way to start a ladder would be with jab, jab, up tilt. At lower percents, up tilt does go into forward air. So remember how I told you to do jab, jab, down tilt into jab, jab, up tilt. And I stopped right there, but you can actually keep the combo going. You can do jab, jab, down tilt, jab, jab, up tilt, forward air, up air. All of that is a true combo, 0 to 40. A 40% combo without using any meter. Works on most all DIs. After up tilt, you really do just kind of want to go into forward air, up air almost always. Unless they reach this higher percent, then you can no longer get the forward air, obviously. But for the most part, when you're going for these early percent ladders, something like this is just going to work every single time. And then you get your dodge read, bam, bam. You know, you get the point. He does have a really insane ladder game. But let's get into some more combos. So I already told you about the tech chases you can do with jab, jab, down tilt. But there's a reason you never see me use this route, is because it's not the most optimal tech chase route out there, actually. So let's get into some of the tech chase combos that you can do. So for the sake of the chapters of this video, I'm going to show you again the jab, jab, down tilt into jab, jab, down tilt, just to prove that you do get a tech read for people that skip the video. So if you're here for the tech reads, you can do something like this. Then you get the tech read, you know, you get your punish. So you can do that after double down tilt, but you can also do it after, you can actually do it after just a normal down tilt into down air, like this. Excuse me, I dropped the down air. Oh man, I'm throwing. But you can do jab, jab, down tilt, jump, down air. This will be a true combo. I just don't have them at the correct percent. I believe this is true around... I believe this is true around 60. I think I just had the bot on the wrong setting. But you can do jab, jab, down tilt into down air. You know, mess with the percents, but you can get this to be true. It's one of my best ways to get a tech chase. And as you can see, this will tech them on stage. And it puts you perfectly right above your opponent for if they go left or right. And if they do tech, it'll look something like this. Oh, he's way too high now. But you can do something like this. And then you pop a door on them. You just have to guess which way they're going. It's one of the sauciest ways to kind of get a mix-up going on BeetleJuice. So just like that, you know, come to the lab. I actually had the bot on the wrong percent because I'm a bit of a robot. He's got to be a bit of a higher percent. You know, Nubia did just drop, and I've also been playing Rivals. I don't want to sound like I've been slacking, but I've definitely been slacking on the BeetleJuice a little bit prior to this guide. So some of this knowledge I actually am just relabbing with you right now. So just like that, it's a true combo, and it will tech them, and it'll put you directly above your opponent. And when you do get the tech, neutral air, and it'll link into your jab perfectly. So, you know, you get the tech. You can also IAD the down air if you're feeling a little saucy and you want to be grounded, and kind of just get a combo out of your grounded buttons. You can IAD the down air and get a jab, kind of like this. Kind of like that. You get your kill confirm. But for the sake of the video, we're just going to do a normal down air. And you can get a neutral air like this into a up tilt. You can go into jab, or you can go into door on the tech. So the second they tech, you can actually go into door like this, bam, then you get an up special. So that it'll look something like this. Just like that. That was really saucy, really clean. And the best thing about doing the down air after down tilt at this percent is it leaves me perfectly high enough in the air where I can wait a second, see if they go left or right, and pop the door accordingly. So side special, down special, the door, I can pop it this way, or I can pop it this way. It'll hit far enough for both of the techs. It's actually a really insane setup for easy kill confirm. You know, if he goes left here, pop the door, get my confirm. Really, really, really good. All right, so let's get into some Burnout exclusive combos. So BeetleJuice actually has a lot of Burnout exclusive combos. And this is really the main way you're going to be finding a lot of kills on BeetleJuice. So let's talk about Scream. There's not really a true way to combo into Scream besides Door. So around 70%, just like that, you can see it's a true combo. If you have a fully charged Scream available, you can pop a Door, Scream on them, and kind of explode them. A light character is just going to die instantly around 70. But there's not really a true way besides that to combo into Scream at all. And if you're running the stun perk, that kind of sucks for you because there's not really a true way to stun them or even just Scream on them. But in Burnout, things get a little bit different. In Burnout, up till into Scream is 100% unavoidable unless they are Morty or somebody around Morty's size, like Morty, Marvin. I wouldn't really recommend pulling this out on the small bodies. Powerpuff Girls, it does work on. But really just Morty and Marvin, I wouldn't recommend trying this because they're just going to fall out. Gizmo Finn, those type of guys. But for the rest of the cast, Jab Jab up till into Scream and Burnout will work 100% of the time. It's actually one of my main combos in Burnout. Yeah, you'll just absolutely explode somebody with this. Another Burnout exclusive route. So this does work outside of Burnout, but it's really hard to get consistent, like I was telling you earlier, is Jab down tilt into Door. Really hard to get consistent. The spacing on this is just too hard. But in Burnout, this is 100% guaranteed on any character, any size, and you can get something like this, all because you did Jab down tilt into Door. So BeetleJuice, when he puts you in Burnout, is one of the best characters in the game, I swear. You know, he puts you in Burnout, next thing you know, you just exploded like that. All because you just burnt out. I forgot to mention, but you also can, I see a couple BeetleJuice out there, they use down air into Scream. I wouldn't recommend this in my guide, that's why I didn't really go over it. But it is possible to get down air into Scream, and in Burnout it should work as well. But why would you ever down air into Scream and send them absolutely nowhere when you can up tilt Scream and basically kill them? I mean, maybe if you're rocking the stun perk, this is viable for you, but for the most part, we're not really going to be using it. All right, now that we've talked about the Burnout routes, I'm sure I missed a few. And if I missed anything in the comments and you're a BeetleJuice main out there and you kind of want to help people in the comments, make sure to drop something down there that I missed. You know, I'm recording this guide at like really early in the morning, just woke up. So if I did miss anything, make sure to drop down and let me know something I missed, or if you have a question, drop down there and ask me. But we're actually going to get straight into the kill confirms right now. And like I just told you about up tilt and his Scream is a kill confirm only in Burnout. He has a plethora of kill confirms. All right, so right around 75% on a character that's like Shaggy weight. Most characters are around Shaggy weight, so he's the perfect character to kind of test a combo out on if you're in the lab yourself. You can do Jab Jab down tilt into a dodge boosted up tilt. You have to dash at them. So look at my buttons here. Dash. Oops, excuse me, I did it up here. But you get the point. You have to dodge boosted up tilt. Sometimes the up tilt itself will just raw kill. Very rare though, but you can actually get a up air afterwards and confirm the kill. Just like that, 6-hit combo kills Shaggy on 75. And this character has many kill routes that kind of look like this. Another kill route he has is off of Door, up special, and then you just jump and up air. This is all true on the entire cast. It's a really strong kill confirm after a tech chase, or just in general, you pop the Door. And a lot of people that say BeetleJuice can't kill, I think they just don't know about this route, because this route finds almost every single one of my kills for me. And it even works on some of the heavier characters like LeBron or Jason. Obviously, at this percent, you can kill with bomb as well. I wouldn't really recommend fishing for it, but you know, if you're sitting here trying to get your static and you do get a bomb to connect onto them, you can find a kill with bomb. You can also hit them with a up tilt. The second bomb does go off, but as you can see, he still kind of survives it. So I just wanted to let y'all know bomb is technically a kill confirm. It will kind of explode somebody. I want to see how early I can get this to kill real quick for the sake of the video. Alright, so it looks like right at 100% bomb will kill. But we're not really going to be trying to fish for this. Yeah, right about 100. We're not going to really trying to fish for it, but it is a kill confirm that you can go for, so I didn't really want to leave it out of the video. Another kill confirm is actually just jab up tilt into side special in the air. Now this is not true, but it will work 100% in Burnout. Excuse me, I just did up special. This is 100% true in Burnout, unavoidable on the entire cast, and it will kill relatively early actually. And if you're actually at a lower percent and they are in Burnout, you can get the sweet spot and absolutely rob somebody of his stock. And then outside of on-stage kill confirms, BeetleJuice has an amazing ledge trap. So most of your routes, most of your kills you're going to kind of find off-stage with down air as well. He has an insane ledge pressure with his side special. You can hit somebody off the wall, then down air them. You have a bomb, you can kind of sit on ledge right here. You have a Beetle that you can throw out here. Yeah, BeetleJuice has so many ledge guarding tools that some of your kills you're just going to kind of find with a down air or a side special off stage. But he does have some on stage kill confirms like I did just show you. And last but not least, I wanted to go over some BeetleJuice tech. So BeetleJuice can actually ledge cancel his scream, as you can see. So look at my inputs. I'm just inputting a dodge and scream at the exact same second that I hit the ledge. So the second I see myself about to fall off the ledge, I'm just inputting my neutral special, which is my LB button, and scream. And it looks something like this. You can kind of drift all the way out there while doing this. Alright, so like I just told you about the ledge cancel into scream, the spacing on this is pretty easy. You can do this off of platforms as well on stage. But off stage you can find a kill all the way out here, and then you just make your recovery back. He has a really good recovery. You can also do this with Beetle. So the spacing on this is a bit harder and more demanding, but just like that, you can fly off of the ledge with Beetle. I would recommend on this stage, because there are the lines on the floor, if you stand right about where I'm standing, you can just slide off of the ledge with your Beetle and instantly get a down air or a side special or anything you really want to. But I do believe that covers all of the knowledge that I have on BeetleJuice. If I missed anything, make sure to let me know. But hopefully this is enough information to get you started on BeetleJuice. And peace.